See, there is an interaction happening between God and Abraham.
God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be a father of many nations. No longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be called Abraham.
Abraham. So he's saying, no longer you will be called Abram, you will be called Abraham.
For I have made you a father of many nations.
For many nations. So he's saying, I have made you.
I have made you a
I
father
have
of many
made you.
nations.
See, he didn't say, I will make you. He said, I have made you. He already say as if it is done. When God speaks, it is how it happens. I have made you a father of many nations.
I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of you, and kings shall come from you.
So, because I have already made you as a father of nation, you will be fruitful. Then, whatever the consequences, you will be fruitful. You will be, you will make nations of you, and kings shall come from you.
And I will establish my covenant between me and you, and your descendants after you in their generations, for an everlasting covenant to be God to you.
And it is an everlasting covenant. He is saying, I will make a covenant which will be an everlasting covenant
to be God to you and your descendants
to
after
God
you.
to be you and your descendant of you. And again he is saying about Sarai.
And then God said to Abraham, As for Sarai, your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall be her name.
Yeah.
And I will bless her and also give you a son by her.
I will also give you a son by her.
Then I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations, king of peoples shall be from her.
So again, he is changing the name of Sarai to Sarah, and he's saying she will be mother of nations. That is what is the meaning. Okay. Can you read 17?
Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed. And
what is he doing?
Fell on his face and laughed.
Laughed. He was laughing. So he said, God, how is it possible? It's almost 23. Now I am 99. How is it possible at the age of 99? You called me at 75. I came here and I got. You made me rich. You made me to win battles. You made me as almost like a big person in this plan. Many people are coming and respecting me. And now almost after 10 years, I got my own way of baby, yeah, which is Ismail through the slave. Now what are you saying, God? It's 99 years old.
And said in his heart, shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old?
He is 100 years old. Shall a child be born? See, he's a logical person. He's also a logical person.
And shall Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child?
And she is now 90 years. Will she able to bear a child?
And Abraham said to God, Oh, that Ismail might live before you.
So what is his petition? God is saying about him and his wife and the descendant, Isaac. So Isaac is the name which will come here. Yeah. But Abraham's thinking is all about, I already have one. It's okay, Lord. It's okay. You bless him, which is settled, which is kind of I am settled with the thing. Why can't you bless Ismail? That's what he's saying. Okay.
Then God said, No, son.
No. It's a very. Have you ever heard God saying no? Yes. Sometimes God says no also. No.
Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac.
Isaac. I will
establish my covenant with him for an
everlasting covenant,
and with his descendants after him.
So it's an everlasting covenant. That covenant will never pass away. That is the everlasting covenant. As for Ismail, I have heard you. So
behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly.
Yeah.
But my covenant I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah shall bear to you at this set time
next year. He is putting up a time frame also. Next year, this time you will have a baby. You will have a baby. And this covenant, what is he saying, is an everlasting covenant with his descendant after him. Have you ever thought why God is so insisting on Isaac? Why not God also said, okay, Abraham already said Ismail, it's okay, let's settle with Ismail. Right? Logically, we can think, right? Yes, God has promised him a child, but anyhow, Sarah, it is not happening through Sarah. So let's do it with Hagar. Ishmael is there, right? Why can't he bless Ishmael? Why he want to, very particular, why he wanted to be Isaac? New covenant explained it very clearly. Bible says that. Bible clearly, New covenant says it. Because Ishmael is of flesh. So whenever flesh, it is the carnal mind. Bible says the flesh is the carnal mind. What human can do. What? Human can do. That is what is about the flesh. Whenever you see about flesh in the New Covenant, it is about the human mind and what I can do. I will do all this thing. Yeah? But Ishmael is not of promise. Isaac is of the promised one. So how? It is by faith they got Isaac. Not by their own flesh thing or their own will. See, there is a difference. Okay, can we read Galatians chapter 4? Paul. Okay, yeah.
Tell me, you who desire to be under the law, do you not hear the law?
Okay, so I'll come to that point later.
For it is written that Abraham had two sons.
So Abraham had two sons. Yeah.
The one by a bondwoman.
One by a bonded woman or slave. You can say.
The other by a free woman.
Other by a free woman. Okay.
But he who has of the bondwoman was born according to the flesh.
According to the flesh.
And he of the free woman through promise.
So it is very clear, God is a God who foresees many generations later what is going to happen. He is seeing, see, we have limited eyes and we think, okay, it's only baby issue, I can sort it out. Or this is only this issue, I can sort it out. So, but God sees way later what is going to happen. There is going to be true covenant, there will be old covenant and a new covenant, and that old covenant is compared as Ishmael's way, and the new covenant is about the promise which is about Isaac. So God, that is the reason He is saying, yes, people can also bring baby, or people can also do the things, but God does it is in His own way, where human will think it is impossible. He does it when we say it is impossible for the human to do, He will do it. But He needs our cooperation. That's the point, we shouldn't miss it. Okay.
Which things are symbolic? For these are the two covenants. The one from Mount Sinai, which gives birth to bondage.
So one is the Mount Sinai, which is about the law, which is Mosaic law. If you say it was the Mosaic law, which is Hagar.
For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in
Arabia, which is there in Arabia right now.
And corresponds to Jerusalem, which now is, and is in bondage with her children.
So this is the bondage which is now the whole he is speaking about the Israelites which they are under the law, which they are because of that. Okay, which is from the Mount Sinai. Okay, but
the Jerusalem above is free.
So he is mentioning Jerusalem above is free, which is the he is coming to the promised one, free woman, yeah,
which is the mother of us all.
Mother of all of us. So we have a mother which is freedom. So which come from the promise, So then,
brethren, we are not children of the bondwoman, but of the free.
Amen.
Bondage woman. We are not children of bondage woman. Why it is very important? Why we are not children of bondage woman? The children of bondage woman are under the law. See, law is the one which points out to us saying that you are sinner. You have sin in you. That is what it was pointing at us. If you see all the religion, it speaks that point only. Old covenant. If you go and see almost all the religion, it comes from the old covenant, which says rules and regulations, do's and don'ts, which points us indirectly. It says you are sinner, you are bound to be death. You are death. But the free woman, which is of promise, it says we are made right with God. We are made right with God because it comes by promise, which comes by promise. We go on further. Galatians chapter 4 verse 6.
But when
that happened? How did the covenant come into existence? Yeah.
But when the fullness of the time had come, God sent forth His Son, born of a woman.
See, God sent forth His Son, born of a woman, not of a man. Yeah, that what makes us the difference. We should understand that. Yeah.
Born under the law.
He himself was born under the law because he is the one who gave the law. He is the one who can fulfill the law. No one else can fulfill it.
To redeem those who were under the
To
law.
redeem those who are under the law.
That we might receive the adoption as sons.
That we might redeem, so that we might receive the adoption as sons.
Sons.
And because you are son, now see what is happened in the cross is putting forward first, and in the new covenant, and then doctrine comes. Yes, Paul. Because you are son,
And because you are sons,
sons.
and because you are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of His Son
In your hearts, God has sent for the Spirit of His Son. It is the Christ Spirit which is in us, which makes us to cry as Abba Father. Okay, crying out Abba Father. See, we don't just like that. We can't call our heavenly Father as Abba Father. No other way we can call Him as Abba Father. There is only the Spirit is in us makes us call Him as Abba Father. What is that meaning of Abba Father? We are born again. We are born again. God is Father. God is Shepherd. Like that, we say theologically. No. It's about the relationship which makes that as I born again, I am calling Him as Abba Father because His Spirit is in us. Makes me to call Him as Abba Father. It's not some theological doctrinal one. Doctrinal ones are there, but it is a personal experience which I encounter in my life when Christ comes in my heart. Yes.
Therefore, you are no longer a slave, but a son.
But a son. So we should understand that slave mentality shouldn't be there. We are not slaves, we are son.
And if the son, then an heir of God through
We are
Christ.
heirs of God through Christ.
God.
See, we are the one who are of promise. We are the one who are of promise. Galatians. So,
Stand fast, therefore.
stand fast, steadfast. Stand fast,
Therefore, in the liberty by which Christ had made for us.
made us free. See, the thing is, in the old covenant law, it was pointing out you are sinner. In the new covenant, it is setting us free because you fulfill all the righteous requirement of the law, which needs the wages of sin is death. So He tasted the death. He shed the blood and tasted the death. And by faith, only by accepting Christ, we are made right with God. We are made right with God. And because Christ has fulfilled the law and this requirement, when we accept Christ, we are set free. We are set free.
And do not be entangled again with the
Yoke of bondage. So never get into the yoke of bondage. Whatever it is, never get into the yoke of bondage. It does include doctrinal, it does include spiritual bondage, it does include physical bondage, it does include any way of things. Never get into the bondage. When there are many way of bondages are there, I am not here to speak about
For you, brethren, have been called to liberty. Only do not use liberty as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another.
So, because there are many certain type of Christians. I am free, I can live by whatever way. No, we are not there to live whatever I like to do. Christ has given us the license to do whatever way we want to live. No. Christ has, yes, He has given us the freedom as the liberty, but don't use that as an opportunity for the flesh, because the sin is dealt with that sin, but we are having a body which is a fallen body. Still we have that fallen body. Yeah? But that body and the mind is not yet renewed, and that mind always looking for an opportunity. Always look at opportunity. Yes, Christ has set you free. No one is watching you. No one is taking care of you. So you can do whatever you want to do. Because that is what is the mind which is not a renewed mind will come into play. But through love, serve one another. But through love,
So,
one another. For
all the law is fulfilled in one word.
it is all the law is fulfilled in one word.
Even in this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself.
You shall love your neighbor as yourself. See, you see, in the old covenant we were not having strength to fulfill the law, but in the new covenant, because I am son of God and I am born again and I have a spirit, we are able to fulfill the law's requirement. The requirement of the law is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. That is the thing.
Beware lest you be consumed by one another.
If you bite and devour one another.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
But if you bite and devour one another, beware lest you be consumed by one another.
If we start using our mouth in the way what it is saying, bite and devour one another, we will be consumed by one another. It will eat us and it will make us useless. Okay. So we should understand that is the reason God was saying to Abraham, it's not by your will, it's by God's promise, child. We have Isaac. Okay.